Hey everyone, and welcome back to Haste Kitchen. Today we're going to be doing a vegetarian lasagna. Pretty much this time of year, my Monday to Fridays, I pretty much have set recipes that I like to eat. So my next 4 recipes I'm going to do for you, or 4 or 5 recipes, are going to be things that I eat at the moment to get back in shape again after Christmas and New Year. I'll be doing things like chicken with mixed veg, some steak with mixed veg, very low carb if you like, but really high protein. If you're going back to the gym at the moment, these are ideal little recipes for you. Vegetarian lasagna, nice and simple to make. There's a little bit of fat in here, which is absolutely fine. We've got cheese sauce, which we're going to make up with. I've just got some leftover grated cheese from the Christmas cheese boards. Pretty sure you've all got some of that left. I'm going to use that with some full fat milk. I've got some gluten-free buckwheat flour. I've got some basil. We've got some basil to go through there with the tomatoes to get some extra flavour. We're using some mushroom, this little tiny thing. I've got a beautiful local store, so I'm very lucky to get all very good organic, healthy ingredients. You can use chestnut mushrooms in there if you want, or button mushrooms, slice them up. Just make sure you get some flavour in there with a bit of garlic. Yellow, red pepper, use whichever peppers you want. You can also use eggplant in this if you want to as well. We're going to go with some gherkin. Gherkin? Courgette or zucchini. We're going to go in with a little bit of chopped garlic, tomato puree. We've got some chopped tomatoes, we've got a large red onion, and I'm going to put a little bit of smokiness through the tomato sauce. So we've got some smoked paprika in there. That really lifts the flavour of that tomato sauce. That is pretty much ingredient-wise. So let's get cooking. Right, so let's grab yourself a tin tray like this, okay? And all we're going to do is, we're going to take our peppers, we're just going to take these in big slices, like that. I'm just going to lay them down, however you want. Same again with the yellow pepper. Big chunky pieces like that. I'm going to take our mushroom, our huge mushroom, and I'm just going to literally just take that down into the lovely thin slices. Leg there. Chuck that in as well. I'm going to season, so it's going with salt, pepper, like that. Whack your oven on, please, 250 Celsius. And I'm going to go in with a little bit, just a tiny drizzle, only a tiny amount of olive oil over the top. You can use butter if you want. This is only going to go in for a little while just to soften it up anyway. The reason we do that is otherwise it comes out quite watery. So we're going to sweat these off first of all, take out some of the water, then we're going to start building the layers for the lasagna. So that can go straight into the oven as it is. Right, let's go in. So this is going to be our pasta substitute, basically our zucchini or our courgette. So all we're going to do is take this down now and just slice this off. You want little pieces like this, so they're nice and thin. You can cut this by hand by all means. If you've got decent knife skills, it's perfect. I'm just going to use one of these because they just simplify everything for me. Mind your hands on these, obviously. Right, so let's get the veg out of the oven. Smell incredible as they are. So you can see they've just cooked off slightly, which means they're not going to be too raw when you actually cook it in the oven for the final process. Right, so layer-wise, we're going to be putting, first of all, our layers of our zucchini. So this acts as the pasta sort of base, if you like. So we're going to layer them down. Any way you want. First layer in. Now generally, I go on with a little bit of pepper. You just want to layer these down. So this is pretty much the one layer which is going to be the real chunky sort of type veg. So we're going to go yellow, yellow, red, red. I'm not going to use all this because it's probably going to be enough to make a couple anyway. And I'm just going to scoop in some of the mushrooms. Like that. So we're going to go on with a little layer of tomato. Push that down. Now something I didn't say right at the start, I don't think I did anyway, I'm going to add a little bit of spinach into this as well. Push that nicely to the sides. We're going with a little bit of spinach. Not too much, because I say it's going to be watery otherwise. We can go in with a little layer of our cheese sauce. Just a small amount over the top. Just use the back of the spoon, just push that out to the edges. Don't worry about this looking messy, that's the whole point of this dish. It's going to be beautiful and full of flavours, and it's not really bad for you either. Right, so we can go on another layer of our zucchini. Some nice big strips like that. This is fantastic in salads, by the way. So if you just want to spread it up like that, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of lime, salt, pepper, a little bit of olive oil, beautiful. Perfect. So another little layer of our tomato sauce. Another little bit of spinach, not too much again. I'm just going to finish that off with just a little bit of our cheese over the top, get that into the corners, because that's going to crisp up and go really gooey as well. If you want to try getting your kids to eat vegetables, this is a winner. They get so confused why they like it, even though it's got green things in there. It's just so full of flavour as well. Right, that is done. That can go in the oven now. It's going to take about 20 to 25 minutes at full heat, so about 250 Celsius. Temperatures below, as always. And there we go. I'm absolutely starving, so let's give this one a little try. I haven't really let this cool down enough. If you let it cool down properly, it should go solid so you can see all those lovely little layers. I'll just scoop this out after 10 minutes so it's still quite hot. So there we go, please get recreating this one. You honestly wouldn't know that hasn't got meat in there. It's so full of flavour for all you meat eaters as well. All you vegetarians, please recreate #HateKitchen if you do, just so I can see a picture of it. I always like to see your updates each week. There's been so many this last few weeks that have been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Follow me on Twitter @HateKitchen, Instagram @HateKitchen, hatekitchen.co.uk just to follow me for any blogs and updates on what I'm up to. And any recipe ideas, as always, put them down below. I should put all these ingredients down below as well, and I shall see you next week. Cheers then, bye-bye. Side dish. Today we're going to be doing some green beans. We're going to do that in almost like a tapenade olive type dressing. Really simple, easy. Let's get cooking.